Gemini AI is Google's AI tool that can process all sorts of things, ranging from text, videos, images, and hey, even piece of code. And as with all other tools, it has its pros and cons. So in this video, we're going to explore how to use Gemini AI for beginners, and then we're going to talk about what Gemini AI can do well, what it can't do well, and suggest, in my own opinion, things they can do to make the tool better. So let's go right up to my computer over there and get started. So the first thing we are going to cover is how to sign up for Gemini AI. It's actually pretty much simple because it's all you need to do is go to gemini.google.com and you can sign in with your Google account. That's basically it. But then just notice something on the homepage. When you go to the homepage, it gives you a preview of some of those things that you can achieve with Gemini AI. Well, it tells you it can do all these sort of things, and it's no lie. It can actually do it, and we're gonna go into that a bit later. But that's just it. If you want to try it out, for the free version, it's just like using the default ChatGPT without GPT-4. It still does a lot. So, but if you want to just go and try the advanced, then come on, just go for it. So upon successful login and registration and login, you get welcomed by this nice looking dashboard. I love dark mode in most of the applications I use, and that's why you can see it this way. But if you are the type that just isn't in love with dark mode, you can change the setting by coming to this and switching it up. But this is too bright for me, and I would just go back to the dark mode. All right, so now what Gemini AI can do is it understands words just like humans. So if you are speaking or sending messages to it, or just asking it to do something, you can feel free to talk to it as a human, and it responds with so much context. It's a service that's made by Google, which means it's easy for Google to integrate its services as well. So with Gemini AI, I can decide to just install extensions, and it means I have access to Google Flights, Google Maps, YouTube. And if I decide to use any of these extensions, since this is online, it can directly just visit, let's say, YouTube, and help me get a video related to whatsoever it is that I'm looking for. That's something that other AI chatbots don't do, except for Perplexity. I've used Perplexity because it gives you access to the internet, and it can just get sources. Just show you where it sourced the information from, and that's similar to what this is doing. So you can be rest assured that your information could has the tendency to be accurate, depending on the source it's actually fetching it from, because not all sources online are also accurate. One other thing that Gemini AI can do is that it can identify images. Now, this is the free version, not the pro version. If you want to update to the pro version, you can just come and upgrade to the advanced version. But For the purpose of this demonstration, I will be handling just the free version. But on the free version, what you can do is, what it can do is it can process images, it can process text, it can't process audio or videos, but it can also process your programming codes. And to me, that's quite a lot, because you can't even generate images with say ChatGPT unless you are subscribed to the GPT-4 plan. But this gives you access to also generate images, but not at the moment, and I'll explain later. I'll explain why. Now, that's what it can do. And it can also generate high quality code in popular programming languages. So it has like some programming languages stored within its DB. And I mean, instead of talking so much, it's better for me to just show what this can do, right? So what I've tried using this for is, it doesn't, I noticed it doesn't process every type of image. And let me give you an instance. I have a picture that I generated actually using AI, but it's that of a warrior. It has some blood elements on it, has some violent looking vibes to it. So if I attach the image and I say analyze this image and tell me what it's about, what I noticed is, because of this, it sees it as something that has some level of violence and inappropriate content on it. So it removes the image first of all, and then gives me the message saying it can't help with this image. I should try uploading another image, or describe the image I tried uploading. This is just a polite way of saying, hey, get out of here. We don't accept images or content like this. Now, at first, when I was testing this out, this was the first image I used. And when it deleted it and gave me this response, I honestly thought, wait, it has the ability to accept images but removes them? Like, why is that? So what I did was to upload another image, and what the image I uploaded was from this article introducing the Gemini 1.5, and it's this article, this image that shows the difference between Gemini 1.5 Pro and other competitors. And now I saved the image and uploaded it. Then let's say do the same thing for this image. It's going to analyze this image with no problem, because there's nothing violent here. There's no inappropriation. It's just a basic chart showing what Google does best. Okay, so you see the result is really impressive. I must say it's actually very, very impressive, because I know how Google does this. Look at this. You can actually link it to Google services, and I can directly just export this to my Google Sheets, which means I don't really need to copy this way and paste to Google Sheet. I can just export, and I have my report. When using the video option, it can also analyze videos and tell you what the video is about. And that's something that people see as a future for studying anything. I mean, I can have a 1 hour YouTube video teaching me about cybersecurity, and I can just tell it to summarize that video and give me all the points that I need, like a crash course, and it's definitely going to do that. I can do that with images, and I feel in the future, as a recommendation, this should accept uploading maybe PDF files or just PDF files would be fine, so that people can upload books and research just to get some output out of them in a fast and efficient way. So that's one strong aspect that Gemini AI is very good at. Now the next thing is one of the capabilities that it has is understanding code. So let's say I'm a PHP developer, and so because of that, I'm going to tell it to do something in PHP that I can also understand and vet. So let's say generate a PHP login page. Yeah, I don't need to tell it generate the code because it knows. I don't need to tell it to include HTML because it knows it can't do without HTML. So let's see if that handles it well. Okay, this is what I was looking for, but maybe because I didn't really tell it or give it the right instructions. Is there an edit button here? No. Modify response? No. Okay, so let me tell it to give me a PHP code that can be used in a login page. Or give me a complete PHP code that can be used in a login page. Let's see how this turns out. Loading and loading. This is alright. Yeah, this is what I was looking for. Something that has the HTML aspect, and it's not really completely what I was looking for. But check out something. This tells you the sources it got this information from, and you can actually double check the response using Google search. But well, now let's try something. Let's just Google PHP login scripts. And let's just get a random script from somewhere, just an article that has PHP code. Okay. All right, so we have this. I can copy this. Decide will actually copy from beginning to the closing tag, and then let's try pasting this, or tell it what does this code do, and paste. Let's see how well it understands the code. Let's separate out what the code does. Declares service credentials, terms the service connection. It's obvious that this honestly understands the code. It can read the code and tell you what to do. But what if I want to just write programs using Gemini and I don't want to just stress myself? Is it saying I can't do it? I don't know, because so far the attempts we've tried haven't worked out the way we want them to, unless if it needs a better prompt. So let's just give it one more try. Give or generate a PHP and HTML code for the following sections of an app. 1. Login page. 2. Registration. It's a user registration. Let's see how this. I'm just so curious to see how this works. I'm unable to generate complete PHP. Aha. Okay. So one thing that we're sure of right now is that it can understand code, but it won't generate the complete code that you want it to generate. So something I just understood now is, because it's fetching the information from specific web pages, it's hard for it to find a specific web page that has that specific information that you're looking for. Yes, it could use what you've already given it, modify and just modify it to your taste, but if you're expecting this to give you an entire code, then think again. This won't help. But I think ChatGPT does something like that. ChatGPT generates the code as long as you prompt it well. I haven't tried Perplexity for it. I haven't tried Claude for it. But then this looks like a serious issue if you want to depend on this for just a quick code. So from what we have done so far, I can say this is a limitation to using Gemini AI, because it doesn't really it needs to have like a very overall of its of the information that it has, because the knowledge base is still quite limited, because it just obviously just fetches from web pages online and gives you the results and puts up the sources below so you could see them, and that's just it. But for it to process that information, yes it does, but it needs you to give it far more information for it to completely understand what you need from it. And that's one thing that I noticed. Now I am going to copy this same prompt and putting it in ChatGPT to see if it can do something. Hey, it didn't even argue. It's exactly, here's a basic login. This is the index.php page. This here is the PHP code. This is the registration. Alright, so now you see the difference. Gemini, yes, it's online and it's important for some online related activities. Like let's say I want it to get something that already exists online. It's going to do that and give me the source. Something like let me give it a specific example. Like, what does the Eiffel Tower look like from the ground? Something like that. So what does the Eiffel Tower look like from the ground? I am putting from the ground because I want to indicate, I want it to Eiffel Tower. I wanted to give me to see. I want to see if it could find an image online, because I know it's going to look for an image to prove it. All right, so this is exactly what I was hoping to get, and it did. So the Eiffel Tower is this way. It doesn't just tell you, but it tries to show you exactly what it's trying to tell you. I don't know if that makes sense, but for each image it gives you, it tells you this is a source. So this is from Pinterest, this is from other websites, this is from other website. And that's what Gemini AI does. It's to me, I feel if I want to, all right, so let's just try a recent information. Who's the president of the, or who is the president of Gambia? I don't know who the president of Gambia is, but let's see what it comes up with. The current president of Gambia is Adama Barrow. He has held the position since 2007, winning re-election in 2021. Is this information accurate? I'm sure it will be accurate because it's, yeah, Adama Barrow, because it's so this is what Gemini AI is good at. It finds something online, gives you the information, it just spits it out. So you can't really use it for. They said it understands code. Yes, it does, but it's not as intelligent in processing or being creative. Let me put it that way. It's not as being creative as ChatGPT. That's the downside. The second limitation is its image generation needs a lot of work. As a result, this has caused a lot of controversy. Today is 24th of February 2024, and as at today, you can't generate images using Gemini AI. Google has paused it for some time because it's causing a lot of problems. And let me just show you some of those problems. Like this. Someone asked it to generate the image of Elon Musk, and this is funny. This is another one. Generate an image of a Viking, and it actually said, sure, here's an image of a Viking, but these are no Vikings. I mean, the Vikings are not known to look this way. This is another one. Create an image of a Pope, and this is the output. So as you can see, this has caused a lot of issues, and the way the world works right now, without them taking it off and reworking on it, it's going to be way more than a bigger problem than we are currently looking at. So right now, if I decide to give it the same prompt, like create an image of a Pope, create an image of a Pope, it won't generate the image of people. Oh, okay. This is surprising. Let's see what this comes up with. Wow. Okay. I think it was like, sure, why not? I can do that. I just remembered I can't, because I can stop from doing this. I can't generate images of that. Try to generate images from something else. So if I ask it to generate the image of a table with a flower on it, there's no human figure here, it should be able to generate this, I guess, unless if the whole image aspect was completely removed. Yeah, it's going to generate this. So that's a limitation, because it can generate other images well, and even when it was generating images of humans, it was so terrible that it actually needed that change. So we just hope when they bring back the feature, it's going to work as expected. That's all we hope for. And those are the limitations that I can actually think of, right? Other than the fact that if I am hey, I have one other limitation. I just thought of that. What if we try writing a long content? Let's say write a 1,000, 2,000 word article on the topic why AI is the future. Be creative. Let me just add this and stick to the word counts. Let's see what this comes up with. Alright, now mind you that I haven't really tried this. We are trying it together. And so unfortunately, I'm not able to generate content exceeding 1,000 words at this time. However, I can still offer you a compelling and insightful piece on this within this limit. Okay, so this is the article. Let's see if it's actually even up to 1,000 words. This plugin that can check the word count. It's not. It's 569 words, so it's not even. Well, it's slightly over half of what it said it could generate. But this is a limitation, because what if I want to generate an AI article that's so comprehensive and has a lot of words at once? Does it mean I need to generate it piece by piece, like have different subheadings and generate like 500 words for each of those subheadings? And I don't know, it's not, it doesn't, I feel like they should be like Claude or ChatGPT doesn't even have that context, but they should be like that. But before I go far, I feel like this is what this chart is talking about. Like Gemini AI 1.0 has this limit, and with the 1.5 Pro, you can generate as long as 7. Is this correct? 700,000 words? I don't know, but those are just limitations that I feel are there. So from all I have said, I would say there are still improvement opportunities. And improvement opportunity one is for it to be able to really comprehend what you want and give you, in terms of being creative, like generating code. Code is the only thing that I actually tried from this part. I haven't tried any other thing that requires so much creativity also. So I really don't know if it could, if I could be wrong, but since they actually put it up there that it will generate, it will understand your code, it should be able to do that, but it doesn't. So it's a downside for me, and I don't think I would come to Gemini to help me with my codes. I better stick with ChatGPT. Assuming I actually need an AI to help me out. Now, secondly, it this is so obvious. It needs to have like the image generation aspect improved. So far we can only generate objects, and I don't know what dimension this is. This is not so. Where can you actually use these images, if I may ask? Because assuming I like this image and I want to use it, how is the quality? Like, is it, where can I use it? Can I use it in, because one, they are actually square, or the portrait square? Yeah, I think they're square. And then two, this is the only, like, you don't have any freedom to change or customize the dimension, size, resolution of the image. So it's not something that I feel, yes, to just give you that, and you can just fill the images using other AI tools, like fill whatsoever it is. So if I want to make this a landscape image, I can fill it, but it's not going to be as good as the original. That's what it can do. So I think this is a limitation too. But so far, my verdict on Gemini AI is it's a great tool. It's a great tool that cuts down the workload of you trying to get something online real fast. Like if I want to just get some information real fast with the right sources, I can do that. You could actually even get sources for your research work using Gemini AI. So assuming I have a part in my project or my school, my thesis, where someone said something but I didn't really cite it and I forgot where I got it from, and my supervisor is like, hey, you need to add a source here, like who said this. I can just take the whole quote and put it there and say who said it, and it's going to give me who said it with the source. And that's like a very, very good use case for Gemini AI. But when it comes to like some high level, I don't know, this might just be the beginning, but let's see what Google does about this. So that's all I can say about Gemini AI. I would love to hear what you have to say about it based on your own experience. That was a mouthful. If you enjoyed this video, feel free to like and subscribe to the channel. And if you have your own personal opinions about Gemini AI or your experiences, then I would love to see them in the comment section. But for now, I would say goodbye.